So, hello, folks. This is the Buzzy Talk Show. This one is exciting. This is where we get real answers from real people. How you doing? How you doing, by the way?
I am doing great, and thanks for having me on your show. This is an absolute blessing. I'm happy to be here.
No, it's actually a blessing to have you on the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you so much. So, tell us about yourself, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, sure. So, my name's Elle Mills. I am a single mom of three munchkins. So, I have one girl who's 19, and the boys are 13 and 11. I am in the corporate world and have successfully pursued my career in human resources for 15 plus years. I'm an author. Um, I guess I like to sing, Sam. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I love to sing. I love to worship. And my heart's desire is just to help the generations after me. And so I've actually launched what we call my Ladder Your Elevator. It is a platform, it's a team or a group on Instagram, and the focus is really to help people with relationships.
Awesome.
So that's me in a nutshell. A lover of
Awesome.
God above all.
Awesome. Awesome. I like that. I like that. Welcome back. Obviously, real answers from real people, and I have one of the realest people here. And so, first question. So,
Yeah.
in your introduction, you said you're a single mom of three. You love
Yes.
to worship. So, this is the first question. Very, very hard. How does
Mhm.
a good worshiper like you, how you a single mom
How am I a
of
single
three?
mom? That's a good question. So I became a single mom of before I became a worshiper. And
Okay.
so the how, I would say part of it is through the process of, going through divorce and everything. I think that the Lord was drawing my attention to himself as well. And so as
Okay.
part of that process, as part of the healing, as part of trying to find understanding to what was going on, I started, attending church regularly. When it
Okay.
gets hot, you look for God. And so I
Yeah.
found him, and I think worship is the thing that just kept me grounded through that time.
Awesome, awesome. That's a good answer, because a lot of people, I mean, nowadays we're seeing more divorces like in church and stuff, and so kind of wanted to know how yours happened. If you want to be,
Going,
I mean, it's real answers.
keeping
So
it real. And
yeah.
so, yeah, I love that, you just touched on the fact that a lot of marriages are ending up in divorce, and that's rather unfortunate. And so, if I use mine as an example, uh, I think I got in unprepared. And I
Okay.
think a lot of people do that. We're fascinated with the dress and the shoes. I mean, I didn't have a white wedding. Can you imagine? I didn't have a white wedding, but
Really,
you know,
we need
but
to hook
I,
you up very soon.
yeah, waiting on the Lord. But I think I got in early and unprepared. And so
Okay.
I would imagine that you discover yourself before you go into the marriage. But I think one of the things I did looking back was I just went in and was trying to
Okay.
figure out, who am I?
Okay.
And so part of the reason why it didn't work is I think we were both too immature to handle the fire that was coming our way, because
Okay.
there's always some shifting and some trying to align, because it's two different people coming together,
True.
two very independent people coming. And I don't think that we were equipped to work through the challenges in the beginning and didn't give it enough time to resolve. And so, he went off and did his thing, and I had the kids, and I'm here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, before the next question comes, like she said, she's an author, so she has a book. I have a copy of mine. I bought it. It's very cheap, but it's very very helpful. This is one of the should I say cheapest knowledge, cheapest slash expensive knowledge. What should I say? Anyway, it's very helpful. Break up, and it says divorce the divorce and live. It's very, very good. You can get it on Amazon. Where can we get it else, like apart from Amazon?
It's on Amazon, and you can also get it from my website, which is L Mills,
Okay.
lamills.com. Yeah.
Okay.
And so to your point about, I had somebody who had read it come to me and say, why have you priced it so low?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because in her mind, she thought, it should be at least twice that. And I said, well, first of all, you have to look at the genre of the book. And not
Mm.
only that, you want to get it in the hands of people that need it. For
Mm.
me, it's not about accumulating currency. That's no, this is my impact story. And I
Mm.
want to get it into as many hands as if it were possible to make it cheaper, I would,
Mm.
so that everybody can get a copy. Because I think if I had this
Mm.
before I got married, it probably wouldn't have solved everything, but it would have given me a heads up on some of the things to look out for.
So when you were talking, you said you were not, kind of prepared for the marriage. Even though you didn't have a white wedding, you got married anyways. So don't worry, we will get you a white wedding very soon. So in your own way, what do you think preparation should look like
Yeah, yeah.
for marriage?
Thank you for asking that question because you just hit on a nerve in my heart
Mm.
that is for the younger ones. And I think that a lot of times people go to the marriage as if they're going to enjoy a meal, not
Mm.
understanding that they're actually an ingredient for the meal that they're trying to enjoy. And so you can't go in there and behave as if, Sam, oh, I'm here, give me food to eat. And it's like, no, we're
Mm.
building this together. And so you're
Yeah.
bringing yourself, and I'm bringing what I've accumulated
Mm-hmm.
knowledge wise, whatever it is I've learned. We're conjoining those two to make a marriage. And I think that the preparation starts from day one. All the things that you learn at home or don't learn at home is input for the marriage. And so if you learn to respect, if you learned, if you have values, if you've
Mm.
discovered who you are in Christ, you're bringing the wholeness of all of that to the wedding, to the marriage, and it's
Mm.
going to be to it's going to show, right?
Mm.
It's going to show one way or the other because when you have those disagreements, it's going to show. When you
Mm.
have the tough times where somebody has to encourage the other, it's going to show. And so I think that it's almost like when you go to um, before you get to work in a company, you've been studying for
Mm-hmm.
years. You've graduated. You've done the internship, which I would imagine is like the dating phase.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten the offer. You've looked at it, and then you've decided that this is the company that I want to go with. In
Mm-hmm.
a similar way, it's the same with a marriage, right? And so if you go in not prepared, not knowing who you are, you're tasking the person that you're joining with because
Mm.
now you're asking them to articulate who you are back
Mm.
to you, but you're supposed to bring it to the marriage.
Mm.
And so it's, well, you hide behind the person and you expect them to do everything, and you don't really bring value to the relationship. And so, yes, it's two people, but it feels like one. And
Mm.
so I think that it's really important for us to prepare. And the other part of it is, we behave as if we're marrying a body, when in fact you're marrying a body, soul, and spirit.
Mm.
And so when we do the whole, oh, he's so cute. Well, he's so cute is only one dimension of the person. Are we
Wow.
going to take the time to understand the other two pieces? Because after he's so cute, those two pieces, and especially the soul, which is your mind, will, and emotions, is going to show up. So if
Mm.
you're not taking time to learn who he is and to assess if that works for you,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In my mind, you've set yourself up for failure,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So
Wow.
so I think sometimes even with the counseling, it starts too late. It starts too late.
That I can agree with you. Yeah, that can I can agree with you.